These two chairs I received from a neighbor's trash pile. This is my adventure in rehabbing them. The problem with working with air dried wood is that you're using whatever scraps you have sitting around that's been air dried for a while. And you think you have a piece that is good and the right length, and it isn't. And then you have a board that has a major cut in it. So you're going to lose a lot of material trying to flatten that out. And then you have a board that has a massive twist in it. And you're going to lose a lot of material straightening that out. And then you have a board with a big old crack in it. If it wasn't for these issues, I'd have enough wood for this project. But I have these issues. Now the question is, maybe I do have enough wood. You don't know until you mill it for sure. Because this board here, I only need 16 inches of length. So this is pretty straight. It starts to veer off here. If I mill it to this point, then yeah, it's going to be a lot narrower. But if I chop off, I can find the straightest bit of it, and I might be able to actually salvage a lot more thickness. I could hopefully get 2 boards out of this, and this will be the length. Now this piece with the twist, I might be able to use a bandsaw and cut it in half, and then when I mill it, I can mill this half that direction and this half the other direction and deal with the twist that way and recover a bit of that wood. And then this piece here with the crack, if I were to cut out that crack in the beginning or near the wood milling, then I would be able to recover some of that. So it might not be quite as bad as it looks at this point. I have milled down and made the boards straight and parallel, and now I want to cut a straight edge, a reference edge on each board, and on these longer ones that are pretty straight as they are, I'll go ahead and flatten the other side too. I don't know, it's I can get oak at the big box stores and go through a lot less work. But I have this, I want to get rid of it, so we'll just proceed and see how it works out. So I have these 2 laminated oak boards. Now it's white oak instead of whatever this other oak is. They don't match in color, but it will give me the length, the width I need to be able to complete the project. Since I have to cut all of these in half height anyways, I'll just cut the lamination off. I have all of them half thickness now, and the big question was, does this crack go halfway through? and it does a little bit, but not far. So I'm debating on just adding some epoxy to that to clean it up. The chairs have absolutely no seats at all. So what I'm going to do is I purchased some expanded metal from one of the big box stores, and I'm going to weld in a base for the wood. Because I'm laminating so many pieces, I'm not thinking that it's going to hold my girth. All right, that's cut the shape and fits nicely. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sand off the paint wherever I'm going to weld, and I'm going to weld it in place. This is a woodworking channel, so I'm not going to show me welding. I'm not a very good welder anyways. The welding job didn't come out that perfect, but it's good enough for what I need it for. It's just an extra support for the wood. Chairs are looking better. The planer sled did a perfect job at making sure. Oh shit, dog, where do you come from? Come here, come here. As I was saying, the planer sled did a perfect job at making a very nice straight and flat glue up. The seat does not exactly fit yet. I'm going to refine the edges and round off the front corners and refine the whole thing piece by piece and little by little. And I'm going to use my oscillating drum belt sander here to do the job. Now there's only one thing more boring than sanding, and that is watching somebody sand. Well, maybe also watching somebody play golf. That's more boring. So there's only two more boring things than watching somebody sand, and that is watching somebody sand and playing golf, watching somebody play golf, and maybe watching somebody play chess. Okay, so there's only three things more boring than sanding, and that is watching somebody sand, watching somebody play golf, and watching somebody play chess, and maybe watching a Hallmark movie. Oh gosh, I think I might be going down a path here that might take a while. So there's a lot of things more boring than sanding, but watching somebody sand is among them. So I'm not going to make you watch me sand this. And just like that, through the magic of television, we have two chair seats fitted. Wow, these came out really nice. It's almost a shame to put them outdoors, but that's what they're for. Dang, that's amazing.
Finally, just remember, after every woodworking project, you should always count your fingers. You end with 10, good job.